Um, Once again, thanks everybody for joining us for financing options for small business. We're going to just get started right away. And I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to go over the financing options that are available for small business. Now, what I want to say is this. My name is Noel A. Booker, Sr. I'm the CEO at businesscreditbuilder.us. And what we do at businesscreditbuilder.us is we help businesses build their business credit and access funding. Okay. So with that being said, today we're going to be talking about the funding options that you have as a small business. And before we go over that, I just wanted to let you know that once you start looking at funding your business, you should know about the 3 C's. The 3 C's of funding, okay? The 3 C's are credit, collateral, and cash flow, okay? So lenders, these are the 3 things that they look at when they are determining to give you a loan, okay? Now, if you have all 3 of these 3 C's, credit, collateral, cash flow, if you have all 3 of those 3 C's, then you can possibly qualify for an SBA loan. And the SBA loans is the best funding sources for small business because they provide you a bunch of money, low interest rates, and they spread it over time, like 30 years, okay? So that's the best funding source for small businesses. Yet a lot of us do not qualify because we don't have all 3 C's. So if you got all 3 C's, you could possibly qualify for an SBA loan. If you got 2 of the 3 C's, then you could possibly qualify for a term loan, okay? If you have 1 of the 3 C's, then you can possibly, depending on the 1 of the 3 C's that you have, there is money available for you, definitely. Now, let's say you don't have any of the 3 C's. Then that's when you start with business credit, okay? Business credit, okay? So if you don't have any of the 3 C's, to me, that's like starting from scratch. So you got to start from scratch. And starting from scratch means you got to start building business credit. And as you build business credit, then you get access to more and more funding. Hello to the people that just walked in the room. How y'all doing? I'm getting ready to share my screen, and we're going to go over the funding options available for small businesses. Okay? Okay, here we go. We're getting ready to share the screen. Okay. Boom. Oops. This is what I need to do. Like that. Yeah. Now we in business. Okay, so you should be able to see my screen now. And so now we're going to go over the funding options. And I'm doing this straight from my website. So you can follow along if you'd like. You'd go to businesscreditbuilder.us. All right, businesscreditbuilder.us. And you can follow along with me. And what we're going to do is go to business loans. You see the tab up at the top, business loans. We're going to click on that. And you come to a page like this. You scroll down a little bit, and here we go, funding options. Okay, so we're going to start with the funding options available through Business Credit Builder. Okay, right over here, you see that? So like Business Credit Builder, so we do both. We help you build your business credit, and we have access to funding directly for you. We have different programs for you, okay? So first, when you go through these lists, we're going to go through this and look at all of this stuff. Business credit and loans. Okay, so get business credit and loans to start and grow. Get access to your own business finance suite to get credit for your business EIN that's not linked to your social. And get access to credit lines and loans to start and grow, even when the banks say no. Okay? So we help you build your business credit and get you aligned and set up properly. All right? Now, we're going to go back to the website and see what the next thing is on the list here. We have the Credit Line Hybrid Program. This is the most popular program that we have. All right? The Credit Line Hybrid Program is for people that have good credit. If you have good personal credit, then this is for you. So this works good for startup businesses as well, okay? So a startup business using the Credit Line Hybrid Program can get access to up to $150,000 in 3 weeks if you have good personal credit. Let's go in here and see the details about this. Uh-oh, what happened? Something went wrong. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we got a link conflict going on there. Let me try that again. Link conflict. Okay, I know how to solve that. But this is the information that you need for the Credit Line Hybrid Program, right? Get a Credit Line Hybrid today. Up to $150,000 in unsecured, no doc credit cards for your business, even when the banks say no, okay? Now, to qualify, I'm gonna go over the qualification, but if you're following along with me, if you click this, more details is a video that explains the details about the Credit Line Hybrid Program. And once you go over the details and you see the list of how to qualify, then if you want to apply, you can apply right there, right on the website. Apply now, okay? Now, to qualify, let's just go over that real quick. To qualify, you can be a personal, it could be you, the owner of the business, or it can be a personal guarantor, okay? So it don't have to be you, it might be grandpa that got a good credit score, all right? The business owner or guarantor with at least 685 personal credit score. The business owner without bankruptcy, liens, judgments, or late payments. Less than 3 inquiries in the past 6 months. No more than 4 to 5 inquiries per the Bureau in the last 12 months. Lender prefers, not required, established business credit. Over 3 to 4 years old. Primary accounts. Less than 30% balance on all business and personal credit cards. Established personal credit report. Over 3 to 4 years old accounts on primary accounts. No more than 4 unsecured accounts opening in the past 12 months. Okay? Now, so now you can see whether or not you qualify for it or not, right? You pull your credit, you see whether or not you qualify for it. The terms are, the approval amounts is typically 4 to 5 times the largest credit limit on the personal credit report. So what they do, hello to the people coming in. So what they do is they look at your personal credit report, and they're going to look at the highest revolving account limit that you have. And they're going to match that up to 5 times on credit cards. Okay. Many credit cards offer a promotional 0% interest for the first 6 months or a year. And it's the standard, APR rates. Now, the kicker is it's a 9.9% success fee. So once you get approved and you got the cards in your hand, then there's a fee on the back end of that. Okay. And and I won't lie, that's a hefty fee. But in business, it costs to be the boss. It costs money to get access to money. And I always say this, right, to business owners, that if you get access to this money and it doesn't make you money, then it's not worth doing it, right? So, for instance, let's say you get access to 100,000. Now you use that 100,000 and you made 400,000, or let's say 200,000, right? Is it worth 10%, which is 10,000 of that 100,000? You made 100,000. You get them 10, right? So, pardon me. You give them 10,000. Is it worth it if you use the money and it made more money than it costs? Now, if you just get in the car just to go spend up some stuff and then got to pay them 10,000, then it don't make no sense, right? Okay. So, and that's how it is with business lending. There's going to be a cost to getting access to the money. So you're supposed to have a plan in action so that when you get this money, you're making more money than it cost to get access to it. Okay. And then, of course, to all monies that you get, ain't no free money. All right. There's no free money legally. All right. Okay. Okay. So let's go on to the next. We're going to go back. All right. So we went back up. And now we already talked about the business credit and loans. We talked about the credit line hybrid program. Now let's talk about the accounts receivable financing. Accounts receivable financing. Now this is for companies that are already in existence and they have clients that owe them, right? So there are clients that owe you. This is your accounts receivable, invoices that you have outstanding, okay? Let's see. Okay, you no longer need to wait weeks or months to get paid on outstanding receivables. With our accounts receivable financing, you can obtain up to 80% of your receivables within 24 hours, less the fees. Okay, so this is for companies that can batch and sell their invoices, right? That you have to wait the 30 days to get paid for it, but with this, you get paid in 24 hours. This is also called factoring, okay? So that's a good way to fund your business, all right? I got a client that has a freight company that uses factoring to fund his freight company. So the truck makes a delivery and they invoice for the truck, right? For the delivery, they invoice, right? It takes them 30 days to get paid from that invoice. So with factoring, they sell the invoices and they get paid the next day. Thereby, they can pay their drivers. That's a nice expense. They have to pay their drivers, and they got to put fuel in the trucks, right? That's a good way for freight companies to get money, and other businesses that can batch and sell their invoices. Okay, let's move forward. Equipment financing we offer. Okay, equipment financing. Our equipment financing and leasing is perfect for business owners who want to borrow money to get equipment, and it can work for owners who want to borrow against existing equipment they already own. Many other business owners use this type of funding to lease equipment. They can gain tax advantages without using out of pocket money. Okay, so there's many different ways to get funding for your business and help you out. You have to figure out what you need, and then we figure out what program can work for you. Okay. Okay, let's go back. And you can go back, and if you just came in, we're on the website, Business Credit Builder. We clicked on the button on the top. It says Business Loans. And you scroll down and you see this. And we are in this list over here for Business Credit Builder, the options that we can provide to you directly. Okay. So we talked about business credit and loans, credit line hybrid program, and accounts receivable, and equipment financing. So let's talk about business revenue financing. Okay, business revenue financing. Our unsecured business revenue financing is perfect for businesses with consistent revenue that is verifiable through business bank statements. With revenue financing, you can get money quickly for your business, even if you have credit issues now. Okay, so this is good for people, businesses that have cash flow of $10,000 or more per month. Okay, and that's what businesses do. So if you're a business, you can show that you have $10,000 in deposits each month, then we can help you out there. Okay, we have other options for revenue financing also. All right, with DAC. All right, so some of the services that we do provide overlap in the different products that we're able to provide to you. Okay, so I just went over the list of financing options from Business Credit Builder. Now we're going to go over DAC. Okay, and so I am a independent agent for DAC, right? So I have my own DAC website, and you would go there by clicking here, right? And this is the DAC website, okay? When the big banks can't help, we can, okay? So I'm gonna go back and we're gonna go over the products that DAC offers. Now, DAC offers lending products as well as savings that you can take advantage of for your business. And we're gonna go over what those items are that you can save money on, all right? But first, we're gonna go over the gig worker funding. This is for businesses that are 1099. You might be 1099 and put your money in your personal bank account, right? And all you need to have to qualify for this is you make $3,000 per month, okay? So we're gonna go into the gig worker funding, all right? Gig worker funding, small business and gig worker funding, how it works. Applying and receiving your cash is fast and simple. No fees to apply. And this will not affect your credit score, right? So they're not pulling your credit score for this, okay? They don't need to know your credit score for this. They just need to know that you're making at least $3,000 per month as a 1099 worker, okay? So the how it works is You apply, you get approved, and then you get funded. It's a simple online process. And these, you'll get an offer within 10 minutes of completing the steps, right? So DAC has this online application, right? And it'll ask you some basic information. From that information you provide them, it'll take you to which lender is appropriate, right? And then once you get to where you're going, then they're going to want to verify the information that you provided, right? By going into your bank account. So you can get approved, and then they're going to ask you for your bank information. You don't get the loan until they get your bank information to verify what you told them is correct, right? Okay, so the simple requirements: 3,000 plus monthly bank revenue, three months in business. Okay, that's easy. All right. So, but you got to make $3,000 a month. That's the hardest one, right? $3,000 a month. All right. Breezy online process. Answer a few questions, link your bank account, review approval terms, accept funding offer, receive the funds. That's how it goes down. Simple and fair. No hard credit inquiries, transparent terms, no collateral required. Get more when needed. Okay. Payment terms, payment history earns you more. Receive funds again. Add on funds available. So as you are paying it off, you can ask for more money. Okay. And when you can't pay it off, you can ask for more money. Right. So boom. And that is the gig worker funding program that we have. Okay. Now we're going to go back. So now we're talking about DAC, David Allen Capital Products, right? And we have already talked about the gig worker funding. Now we're going to talk about business capital, okay? So David Allen Capital, they mostly do cash flow funding. So remember when I said the 3 C's? Well, they're good for cash flow, right? So if you have good cash flow, then they're a good match for you. We want to help fund your business growth. When your bank can't help, we can. Apply now and fuel your business with up to $2 million this week. So this usually does take about 3 to 4 days to clear and get deposited into your bank. Let's go over the simple process here. Simple and fast. Receive a decision within 1 day and capital up to $2 million as soon as 1 to 2 business days. Small business focus, specializing in small business. We work to get you money while you remain focused on your business. Top rated providers. We only represent transparent, top rated, quick turnaround providers with over $10 million funded so far. So the places I share, I vetted myself to make sure that they are not predatory, okay? Things that are fair, transparent, right? That's how the DAC process is. It's fair and transparent, okay? What you see is what you get. We're going to tell you exactly what you need. You put in the information, it verifies, you get it, all right? Use as you choose. Need to expand or take advantage of volume discounts? It's your business. You decide how to use it. See, a lot of loans are specific on how you need to use the money, okay? With this cash flow funding like this, you can use it any way you want to, okay? Qualification is simple. Do you qualify? The minimum qualifications of our providers are less intensive than those of banks. We focus on getting you quick approval and fast capital. Okay, so if you go to a bank, they're going to say no, and we can help you when they do. Time in business. Only need a minimum of 4 months in business. Location, the business could be any place in the United States. Personal credit score must be at least 500 or more. The monthly revenue, this is where it gets sticky. You need 15,000 per month in revenue. Not doing 15 in revenue, then try the self-employed option in the menu above that we discussed, the gig worker funding, right? And the industry. A lot of times you have to be in a specific industry, but there's over 700 industries served with this funding. Okay, so sometimes a lot of businesses they don't lend to every industry, right? And you can apply. Let's go take a look at what the apply button looks like real quick. And this is the same apply button for all the DAP products, right? Once you put in your information here, then it's gonna kick back and ask you to put in like your revenue and stuff like that. All right. So you do that, you get started, right? Make sure you click the links from within my website because you want to see the agent name come up. You see that with the agent ID, right? Okay. So boom. So now we've talked about gig worker funding, business capital, and now we're going to talk about customer financing. Now, this is one of the items that you can save money and increase your business and make more money, okay, with customer financing. Let's go see what that's about. Okay, generate more sales by offering customers the financing they need. Okay, so certain industries, it's good to offer financing, right? Want to select the right lender for your customers? We represent all the top providers. We will help select the right lenders for you and your customers. So this product here is good for companies that are in these fields, medical and dental offices, right? They can offer financing for their services. The person comes in, needs some dental work, offer financing. Automotive repair shops. Somebody needs some work done on their car, offer financing. Home improvement. Jewelry and other retail stores. Vocational and trade schools, coaching and training seminars. That's like me, coaching and training seminars. Veterinarian services, offices, heating and cooling companies, and most other industries, okay? So that's a good deal that they can offer financing that gives you the ability to access and have more customers, right? All right, so let's go back. And now we talked about gig worker funding, business capital, customer financing, and now we're going to talk about payment processing. Now, this is for companies that accept credit cards for payment or companies that want to accept credit cards for payments for their services or products. Okay? Now, with this, you can save a bunch of money. Now, starting from the beginning, right? Companies that accept credit cards, they have a cost to be able to offer the service of accepting your credit card for payment for your services, right? Depending on which merchant account, which bank they are with, the fees vary. But there's definitely a cost that is on their profit and loss statement, right? That is going to be there. It's called bank charges, right? Or it might be merchant bank charges, right? Because there's different bank charges, right? So it might be merchant bank charges, but every month, depending on the number of transactions, the number of credit card transactions that they have for their business, they owe money, okay? So with this product, you can eliminate 95% of your processing fees, save money with our standard processing, or save a bunch with DAX cash discount processing, okay? So we can offer either way. The normal way of charging you a fee every month, or you can take advantage of our cash discount processing, okay? Let's talk about what that is. Keep more of the money you earn. Okay, so take a look at this. What is cash discounting? Cash discounting is a specialized program that allows you to provide an incentive to cash buyers while eliminating almost all of your non-cash processing costs. You will be provided signage stating all of your prices are discounted for cash payment. And for customers who pay with a credit card, a non-cash adjustment of 4% will be automatically added to the discounted cash price. You follow that, right? So you are incentivizing them to pay with cash. Now, if you want, you can pay with credit card, but now it's 4% more. That goes straight to them. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to pay that 4% that normally you have to pay. Okay? So that's good for those people that want to save money on their processing fees. The non-cash adjustment is designed to offset your processing fees. And y'all can read more about this, right? You see it right there. I'm not going to go over every detail, but you see it, right? You know where to go, right? Okay. Request a quote, right? That's what you do. Request a quote. All right. All right, let's go back. Now we're going to go down to a line of credit. Everybody wants a line of credit. That's the move, the line of credit. All right, but the line of credit is not simple to get. It's more difficult than other situations, right? So a business line of credit have funds available when you need them. Ain't that what everybody wants? Availability to money when you need it. When the banks can't help, we can. Revolving line of credits from $5,000 to $100,000. Click the apply now button when you're ready. Let's go over some simple information. Welcome to the people walking in the room. Simple and fast. Receive a decision in 1 day, 1 business day, and as fast as 1 hour, requiring only a soft credit pull and a low 550 FICO score. Fueling business growth. We specialize in small business and want to secure you a line of credit to help you fuel your business. Simple to understand, draw the fees and balance fees with 0 penalties and big savings for early payoff. Okay, so this is a real line of credit situation where they give you access to a certain amount of money and you pay interest on the portion of the money that you have taken out. Does that make sense? So let me give you an example. Let's say they give you 10,000, you have access to 10,000. With a loan, you're paying interest straight off the bat, off the whole 10,000. But with a line of credit, let's say they give you access to 10,000, you use 5 of it. So now you're paying interest on the 5 that you're using. And then when you pay it down, the 5, then you get access back up to the 10 as you pay it down, right? Does that make sense? Yeah. So how does a revolving business line of credit work? A revolving line of credit, business line of credit, allows you to draw funds against it at your discretion up to the credit limit because it's revolving. As you pay it back, those funds become available again to use. You only pay interest on the funds you have taken out, okay? So you receive your approval up to 100,000, you take the funds out as needed, automatic weekly repayments, new drawers, and revolving limit as you pay, as you keep the account, okay? And you can apply for it right there, Johnny, on the spot, right there on the website. Okay, so far we've talked about the funding options at Business Credit Builder, including helping you build your business credit and accessing different funding products like the credit line hybrid program, accounts receivable financing, equipment financing, business revenue. We talked about David Allen Capital, with the gig worker funding for the 1099 workers, business capital, and other products like the customer financing, payment processing, and the line of credit. And now we're going to talk about ROK Financial. Okay, so ROK Financial has some stuff that overlap with the other stuff, but they're a good way to get funding. And they are, like I said before, vetted by me, that they are respectable, not predatory, and transparent, okay? So let's go over the first item that they have is equipment financing. So Business Credit Builder offers business, oh shucks, I got some errors going down. Okay, where is that? Now I have to find that stuff. Okay. That's a bad error. So now I gotta go find that. Let's go find it. We're gonna go into my constant contact because there's a landing page that I take you to there. So we're gonna go in there. All right. 1 second, please. I think I got a delay going on here because I'm online, so bear with me. Okay, let's go in here. This is my constant contact. This is my new constant contact account. MailChimp kicked me to the curb. Okay. So we're gonna go to my campaigns. Y'all in my back office now. Y'all in my back office. Okay, this is how we make it happen. Okay, landing pages. Here we go. Okay, so which one we was gonna go to first? ROK's equipment financing, right? Let's go take a look at that. Holy mackerel, what's going on? Okay, here we go. Okay, equipment financing at ROK Financial, top industries. See, remember I told you that sometimes you can only, they don't lend to all industries at times, right? It depends on the industry that you're in, right? So these ROK Financial lends to these top industries: construction, manufacturing, trucking, furniture finishing equipment, medical, okay? So when you're in any of these industries and you need equipment to make the business happen, this is a good way to get the equipment that you need. The unique benefits are they have terms from 1 to 5 years, the variable rates starting at 8%, monthly payments available, fully amortized in a year of purchase. So that means you get tax breaks with this stuff, all right? The qualifications out there are no minimum time in business, no minimum revenue, but you need a 580 FICO score. The paperwork needed is electronic application, year-to-date bank statements, and invoice of the quote for the equipment. So in this instance, you would go to where you want to buy the stuff, you get an invoice for it, and when you apply, you provide that invoice saying, this is the equipment that I want to buy. These are the stats of the equipment that I want to buy, all right? This is how much it costs, right? Boom. To apply for that, you just go to apply now. Now, I just wanted to say this one thing too, is that any application that you fill out and asking for a loan, they're going to be looking at what they believe the risk is that they're taking, okay? So, and you know, you see these guidelines, right? So the guidelines is just that, it's a guideline. But when they look at your business and they do their due diligence, they're gonna assess a risk to you. How much risk are they taking? And that will determine, one, whether or not you will get the loan, and two, how much they're gonna give you, what the rates will be, and the length of the loan, okay? So boom. Let's go over another one. We're gonna go straight from here. Okay, ROK fix and flips. This is good for people that are into real estate. Okay, the real estate people, they go, and so people that can prove that they can flip houses, this is good for you. I don't know why I'm getting that arrow. Okay, so fix and flip, top industries, construction and real estate. So if you're in the construction business or in a real estate business, this is good for you, all right? And this is good for, like, they will finance the purchase of the property, and they will finance the rehab of the property and give you about 6 months to pay it. But you have already proven that you can sell it because you've proven that you have flipped houses in the past, okay? The unique benefits is that the rates are starting at 899, which is standard. Get 80 to 100% purchase funding, 100% rehab funding. So they're gonna want, you know, a normal situation in these type of transactions that you put up some equity, you put up something, right, into an escrow fund, right? Qualifications is a 640 FICO. The paperwork needed is an application in 3 months, bank statements, okay? Simple process, right? And once you start giving them the documentation to verify the information that you told them, that's when they start assessing your risk, all right? Okay, let's go back. Okay, let's go over some more ROK financing options here. So we got, you know, all up in my stuff. Okay, landing pages. Okay. Real estate. So at ROK Financial, you can actually purchase real estate, but you need equity in real estate that you already have, all right? So I just want to make that distinction clear, right? So real estate, all industries. So no matter what your business does, you just have to have some equity. The unique benefits is large funding amounts, low rates, traditional APR. Qualifications is 6 months time in business, 120 annual gross revenue, that's about $10,000 a month, and must own real estate. The paperwork needed is information on the property that you own, estimated value of that property, 3 months bank statements, and boom, boom, bam. Fill out the application right there. They got a ROK also has a simple processing process where they have a simple application. You give them the information, then they're gonna ask you to verify the document. They're gonna verify the information that you submitted, and then give you an answer in a quick fashion. Okay. All right. Now we're going back. Going back to the my landing pages for ROK Financial, right? Because y'all all up in my back office here. Okay, so we talked about the ROK fix and flips now, and we talked about the ROK real estate funding. Now let's talk about ROK working capital. Let's see if I can get to it quickly. Preview. Oh, I don't know why it does that. Oh, maybe I need to clear my cache. Okay, working capital loans. Top industries include construction, manufacturing, transportation, e-commerce, medical. Okay, the unique benefits are 24 to 48 hours funding. Bad credit is okay. Liens, judgments are okay. No minimum FICO score. The qualifications are: you need 6 months in time in business, $120,000 gross annual revenue, no minimum FICO score. Okay. And the paperwork needed: electronic application, year-to-date bank statements, year-to-date credit card processing statements. Okay. All righty. Today, I'm boring today. Okay, so we talked about all of that. Okay, ROK has a line of credit. Let's take a look at the ROK's line of credit. Okay, we'll go to that page. Okay, line of credit. Top industries are construction, manufacturing, wholesale, distributor, e-commerce, medical fields. Okay, so these are good industries for getting a line of credit at ROK Financial. Unique benefits are 6, 12, 18 months term available, weekly or monthly payments, same day funding up to $200,000, true revolving line of credit. All right. The qualifications are 6 months time in business, 120,000 in gross annual revenue, 600 FICO score, which is slightly different than DAC, right? Okay, paperwork needed, application, 6 months bank statements, electronic bank verification. Apply now with the button on the page, all right? Now, if you can't figure out which one to apply for, then schedule a consultation with us, and we're gonna work out which one will be best for you to apply for. That's best for you. Which program, okay? Now, that makes all of the difference also in determining what program to apply for, okay? So you can apply for the wrong program, get denied because that wasn't the right program for you, okay? So, and everybody's situation is different. So it is good to schedule a consultation. Let's walk this through, figure out from your situation which one of these options are best for you, okay? Okay, so we did that. Now we'll go. I'm sorry I had to go through all of this stuff. Okay. We got to go through all the back office because the links, I don't want to trust those links. So I'm going to go back. And fix that. Okay, so we got ROK equipment financing, we talked about. ROK line of credit, ROK term loans. Let's talk about ROK term loans. Okay. Okay, term loans. Construction. The top industries are construction, manufacturing, auto repair, technology, e-commerce. E-commerce. See, that didn't show up on many of the other ones, did it? Okay, but unique benefits are 1 to 4 years terms, bi-weekly monthly payments, interest rate starting at 7.99, no prepayment penalties. The qualifications are 2 years in business, no bank liens or foreclosures in the last 3 years, 660 FICO score. The paperwork needed is electronic application, year-to-date bank statements, previous year, most recent tax returns. Okay, so that's for the term loans. Okay, that's for the term loans. And if you're following along, you could come back. Well, you would just go here and go through these. And if it gives you that error message, just click through it because it's all safe and stuff. All right. So we did talk about equipment financing. We talked about term loans, line of credit. We talked about working capital. We talked about real estate, and we talked about the fix and flips at ROK Financial. Okay. So those are the financing options. Now, and like I said before, if you don't know which one to apply for, then schedule a consultation, and we will be able to work through your concerns and make sure you apply for the right product. Applying for the wrong product can mean that you're wasting time, right? Or you get approved, inquiries on your credit, stuff like that. So we work it through you and figure out which program is best for you. See, me, this is how I approach it, right? When I have a business, I say, okay, well, what is it that you need to finance? A lot of people just say, hey, I just need 100,000, yo. But I go about it by saying, well, what is it that you need to finance? And then that's going to help me think about which program to put you in. Then I'm also going to ask you about your 3 C's, right? And all that stuff, and figure out which is the right program to apply for. Okay. Does anybody got any questions? Anything like that? Let's see here. Okay. All right. You can also go down here on that page, right? If you are at businesscreditbuilder.us and you go to the business loans tab, right? You can scroll down and you can get the ROK product playbook. Okay. You just click it and it's going to download it straight there. And it's going to give you all the stuff that I went over as well. And there's probably some more information in there as well. Okay. Oh, these are linked to the MailChimp landing pages. Let's take a look real quick. Yeah, see. Yeah. I should have used that, because those I know are good, right? Let's take a look. They have an SBA one too. Check this one out for the SBA loans. Okay, so professional services is the top industries, manufacturing, auto repair, e-commerce, medical. Now remember I said the qualifications for SBA is extensive, right? But you know where to find this stuff, right? Just go to the page and get it down. And I'm gonna straighten out those links. I'm embarrassed about those links acting like that. Okay. Anything else I want to show you? Let's see. That's basic stuff. And we got videos and stuff on our YouTube channel that give you some helpful information as well. Does anybody got any questions, anything? Put something in the chat box. If you got a question, you can raise your hand. You can raise your hand, open up your mic if you got any questions, anything about the funding options at Business Credit Builder. Okay. Yeah. So, anybody got any questions? What up? Nothing? Just like that. Okay. Was this helpful? Does this give you some information that what? Danita says, this was great and informative. Thank you. I appreciate that, Ms. Richardson. Yes. And Ms. Ruby, any questions, Ms. Ruby? Okay. Well, it's homecoming this week. So it's going down. All right, y'all. If there's no questions, anything like that, that was a simple webinar there. Coming up next is we have a partner program that you can start your own funding business. You can start your own business credit and funding agency if you like, and make a good money. All right. So we're starting that up in 30 minutes at 8:30, and you still have time to register if you'd like to know about partnering with Business Credit Builder and starting your own business credit and funding agency. All right. So thank y'all for coming. I'll see y'all around. Make sure y'all get the free guide on how to build business credit at businesscreditbuilder.us/free guide. All right. And if you don't have no questions, we're gonna be out of here. We out like shout. Peace. Later.